Viewers, can you answer me? Which one is correct? My mother is 51 years old or old. Pause the video and think about it. Which one is correct? My mother is 51-year-old and old. Hello everyone, hope you are all well and enjoying your life. I am Muhammad Waqas and you are watching Learn with MW. Viewers, don't go anywhere. We are starting part 10 of adjective, in which we will be discussing further aspect of adjectives in English grammar. Viewers, in order to start part 10 of adjective, I want to give you a short recall as viewer. Viewers, up till now we have uploaded part 1 to part 9, in which we have discovered various concepts regarding adjectives in English grammar. So viewers, if you miss all 8 videos of adjective, we have created a list. Go through the channel and watch the videos in order to learn various concepts regarding adjectives in English grammar. Now, in part 10, we are gonna discover 3 concepts from this single sentence. We are gonna discuss 3 concepts from this single statement, and this single statement is the first concept that we're gonna discuss is use of older and elder as adjective. The first concept that we're gonna discuss is use of older and elder as adjective in English grammar. And the second concept that we're gonna discover is that what's the difference between older and elder in English grammar. The second concept is that what is the difference between older and elder in English grammar. And the third concept that we're gonna discover from this sentence is that when we will be using older and when we will be using elder in English grammar. So we are gonna discover 3 concepts in this video. The first concept will be use of older and elder as adjective in English grammar. The second concept will be what's the difference between elder and older in English grammar. And the third concept will be when we will be using older and when we will be using elder in English grammar. So look at this slide. This is the basic concept. In the upcoming slides, we will learn the advanced concept as well. So look at the basic slide. The basic slide is that, or the native writer have written in their book that elder is used for the human beings having blood relation. So it's a very important slide, and note it down in your notebook. So elder is used for the human beings having the blood relation. In the upcoming slide, we will learn this concept through examples, and you will find and you will learn that how elder is used for the human beings having blood relation and older is used for the human being not having blood relation. This important one. Older is used for the human being not having blood relation, and elder is used for the human beings having blood relation. So take a screenshot of this slide. In upcoming slides, we're gonna learn this concept through various examples. In the previous slide, we have learned the concept that elder is used for the human beings having blood relation and older is used for the human beings not having blood relation. So now in this slide, we will learn the basic concept of elder and older through various examples. So look at the first example is my elder or older sister lives in Italy. So now keep in mind, I have a blood relation with my sister, and we have learned the basic concept that elder is used for the human beings having the blood relation. So the correct answer is elder. My elder sister lives in Italy. So keep in mind the second example is my brother is older to me. Which one is correct? Elder and older. You can also tell me in the comment box. So look at my brother is elder and older to me. So now I have a blood relation with my brother, and we have learned elder is used for the human beings having the blood relation. So the correct answer is elder. Now look at the third example. My friend is older than I. My friend is older than I. Which one is correct? Elder is right or older is right? So now look at, I have me and my friends are human beings, and we have not any blood relation. We have learned that older is used for the human beings not having the blood relation. So look at, I have no blood relation with my friend, so the correct answer will be older. My friend is older than I. So now look at, and keep in mind that another usage of older that has been mentioned by the native writer in their book, that older is also used with things, monuments and object as well. Older is also used with things, monuments and object. So look at, this book is older than this one. So now the correct book is basically thing, object. So the correct answer will be older, because older is used with things, objects and monuments. Now look at the last example. His older son works in the bank. So now his father has a blood relation with his son, and we have learned that elder is used for the human beings having the blood relation. So the correct answer will be elder. So now viewers, if you want to take a screenshot, you can take a screenshot of this slide, and in this slide we have learned that basic concept that elder is used for the human beings having the blood relation and older is used for the human beings not having the blood relation. So now hope you understand this basic concept, and in the upcoming slide we are going to discuss the advanced concept of elder and older as well. So viewers, now in this slide, we're gonna discuss about the advanced concept of older and elder in English grammar. Viewers, can you answer me? Which one is correct? My mother is 51 years old or old? Pause the video and think about it. Which one is correct? My mother is 51 years old and old. Hope you pause the video. So now look it. Now the correct answer is my mother is 51 years old. What? Really? Old? Now look it. We have learned in the basic concept about, or in the previous slide we have learned that elder is used for the human beings having blood relation. Now I have a blood relation with my mother. So why old is right and old is wrong? So now in this slide, that's why I say in this slide we are going to discussing about the advanced concept of older and elder. So now viewers, look it and keep this in mind that even if there is a blood relation in the sentence, but if you are referring to the time, or if you are referring to the age, then at that time we will use old or older. At that time, what we will use? We will basically use old or older. Keep in mind, even the basic or the advanced concept is that even if there is a blood relation in a sentence, but if you are referring to the time or age, not to the relation, at that time we will use old and older. I'm again reminding that even if there in a sentence there is a blood relation, but you are referring to the time or age, then at that time we will use old or older. So now look at this. My mother is 51 years old or elder. So now look at, in this sentence I'm not referring to the relation. I'm not referring to the relation. I'm referring to the age. That's why the native writer have written their book that even if there is a blood relation in a sentence and you are referring to the time or age, then we will use old or old. That's why we say my mother is 51 years old. We haven't heard about that my mother is 51 years old. It would be wrong. The correct sentence will be my mother is 51 years old. Now look at the second example. In this second example, we will learn the advanced concept that even if there is a blood relation in sentence, but if you are referring to the time or age, at that time we will be using old or older. So now look at this whole example. The example is Rima has a younger sister. So now here Rima have a blood relation with the sister. Rima is 8 years old and her sister is 6. So Rima is older or elder. Which one is correct? You can tell me. As I mentioned, the advanced concept that even if there is a blood relation in a sentence, but if you are referring to the time or age, but if you are referring to the time or age, look it, there is a blood relation in the sentence, but in this sentence we are referring to the age, so the correct answer will be older. So hope now you learn this advanced concept of older and elder. Viewers, I will sum it up. I will sum like this, that in the previous slide we have learned that elder is used for the human beings having the blood relation, and older is used for the human beings not having the blood relation. That was the basic concept, and in this slide we have learned the advanced concept through these example, that even if there is a blood relation in a sentence, but if you are referring to the time or age, at that time we will use old or elder. So you can take a screenshot from this slide. This is the this is the advanced concept of older and elder, and we are all done with the concept that use of old and elder as adjective in English grammar. We have also learned that what is the difference between old and elder in English grammar, and we have also learned that when we will be using old and when we'll be using elder in English grammar. Hope you understand all these three concepts in a very systematic and in a very comprehensive manner. In this video, we have learned the three concepts about older and elder in English grammar. Hope you know and now you understand the three concepts in a very detailed, grammatical and conceptual way. Viewers, I also want to share the news that Learn with MW are going to start the series of prepositions in which we will be discussing preposition of time, preposition of place, preposition of distance in a very grammatical, detailed and conceptual way, and the style of grammarian and in the style of native people, and with some amazing tips and tricks. So stay connected with Learn with MW. Viewers, if you like my videos, share my videos with your friends, like and subscribe the channel as well, and don't forget to comment as well. Thank you very much.